Okay, so whoops. What is going on, guys, gals, peeps, and waffles? TheDecodedDingo back, C++ tutorial. You know the general gist of it. This tutorial, as I said, one second, let me get a drink. I'm stuttering my words. Woohoo! There. Always good to have a glass of anything with you to drink. Besides some piss, that might not be a great thing to drink during a commentary, or at all. But yeah, as I said at the end of last video, I'm going to be covering if statements in this tutorial. So an if statement is basically a conditional statement where you give it certain parameters that it has to meet. Then after that you can say what it does if those parameters are met, and what the program will do if they don't get met. So when it gets that line of code, say if you say a certain variable should be, after a user has inputted it, more than 8, you can say if that variable is 8 or higher, then do this, else, meaning if it isn't, do this. Okay, so let's get into this. Basically, it's just going to be your really basic thing. It covers something though that we haven't covered yet. I don't know if I've said this yet, which is variables, which I'm going to be covering in the next episode. But for now, just go along with it. Okay, so let's start off. I need to actually click hashtag include. Yeah, I just about right because I tested this out just to back up my knowledge before, and I assumed wrong about 4 times. Namespace std int main. Okay, so that's the basic gist of the outline of the program that we're going to need. So now we'll just get straight into this. So we're going to start off with the variables. So int is declaring the type of variable, which in this case is integer, which counts as a whole number. So that'll be, I'll just say, the amount of shirts someone's going to buy. And that. Then what we're going to want for price, well, because if shirts we're going to buy, you're going to have price going along with it. You're going to want float, because float allows you to have decimals basically, where integer doesn't, because it only counts full numbers. Okay, so we've got the outline of the program done, we've got the variables in, so let's get into the main coding of it. First things first, cout, please enter the amount of shirts you wish to purchase. Oh, I spelt wish wrong. Dun dun dun. And then, like, basically the opposite of cout is cin. Oh, fuck, no. How did that get up there? Which basically counts as an input to the program. Then you've got less than signs, basically also equating to inputs. Basically it's saying you'll go give the user a chance to input something, and what the user inputs we want to be saved to the variable shirts. So when they enter the amount of shirts they want to purchase and press enter, it will save it to the shirts variable. Okay, so here we're gonna start with the if statement. I'm just gonna comment it in. Just because I find it easier to go along with. Okay, so your general if statement looks like this. Like that. So you've got if, then open and close brackets, which is where the parameters for the if statement will be. Outside of that, in this area here, you've got what will happen if the parameters in here are met. On the next line you've got the line else, which basically tells the program what to do if the parameters just aren't met at all. So what we're going to do here is, for this, we're going to want shirts to be greater than or equal 10. Don't know why 10, but... And then we'll have here, if the shirts equals 10, so if they buy more than 10 or more shirts, then the price will equal shirts times 10. Once again, don't know why. And else price I want to equal shirts times 8. Got to remember your semicolons as well, so I completely forgot about that there. And that's basically the if statement right there. We just separate it quickly so it's easier to see. So once again, if and else, basic if statements, declarers, and sorry, sniffles, hay fever. Yay, not fun. How long is this video been? So, okay, 6 minutes. It's quite short. Then you've got your open and close brackets where the parameters of the if statement actually goes. Outside of the brackets, you've got what will happen if the statement's parameters are fulfilled. Then else, what happens if they're not. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a way of outputting to make sure that the if statement works. We'll do that with cout shirts will cost you. If you're wondering about that, it's because we're in the cout, we're outputting the variable shirts. So what we'll do is, say if you've done Visual Basic programming before, it would output sort of like BAL shirts. For any of you that have done Visual Basic programming before, you would do it like that normally, but for us it's simple. We just have to say shirts output, and it will output the amount of which shirts is equal to. Will cost you. Then we want to output price. Oh, one sec. In brackets, full stop. No, that's a speech mark. That also, what I'm going to add in here is a new line break, just so we can actually see what we've done to make sure it works. System pause. Let's move that to our place. So I forgot to save it to begin with. If statement tutorial. I spelled that wrong, but okay. Oh, what have I done? That. I forgot the semicolon. Sorry, peeps. When it loads. Yeah, please enter the amount of shirts you want to purchase. If you look, if the shirts equals less than 10 to 5, they're equal 50. Oh, the pound sign apparently does not work, so let's sort that out. Will cost you pounds. So we saw that works. If we do say 11 lots of 8, that'll be 88. And the shirts will cost you £88. Press any key to continue. And there you go, that's your basics of if statements. So if you couldn't follow along with the code properly, I will put the code in the video description. So thanks for watching, guys, gals, peeps and waffles. This has been a TheDecodedDingo, if statements tutorial, C++, you know the general gist of it all. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, TheDecodedDingo out.